This is Meteorologist Brett Borchardt joining me right now. And Brett, take us through a short summary of the forecast for folks in the greater Chicago area and what we can expect.
Will do, and thanks, Steve, for having me. You're right, it looks like we're looking at another winter storm, our second one in the span of 7 days after a relatively lackluster winter, but this one looks like it may be a doozy. Overall, we're expecting a burst of snow from 6 p.m. Saturday evening through 12 a.m. Sunday morning. It's going to come down really hard and fast in those 6 hours, and that's the time frame we're most worried about. But snow's probably going to continue all the way through Sunday, a little bit lighter, but continue nonetheless.
So that's the forecast, and a lot of times the forecast can come with a lower certainty or a higher certainty. So what's the level of certainty in terms of how certain are you that we're going to get these impacts and some of these numbers?
Yes, well, you're absolutely right. This is a storm where the forecast models that we use are actually very confident, very consistent. So we're pretty confident that we are going to have heavy snow across much of northern Illinois, though some of those uncertainties are still uncertainties. There's going to be a zone of mixed precipitation, maybe a little bit of rain somewhere across central Illinois. Right now we're thinking Galesburg to Peoria to Bloomington to Danville. That may be the area where there's a sharp cutoff in those snow amounts. And that's going to be something we're focusing on for the forecast today, is nailing down where that cutoff is going to be.
As you mentioned, it really starts to kick into that next gear about 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. So when we go through the overnight hours, we're going to cool off. More of that snow is going to accumulate. Can you kind of talk us through some of those impacts that people should know about for Saturday night?
Right. Saturday night's it's going to be nasty. Let's just say it how it's going to be. It's going to come down really hard and really fast. We think we may have snow rates approach or even exceed an inch per hour in that 6 p.m. to midnight range. So we think it's going to spread from southwest to northeast. So areas across central Illinois will see the snow first, Chicago a little bit later in the evening, but it's going to come down hard and fast. And whether we get 4 inches of snow, 6 inches of snow, maybe a little bit more, the impacts are going to be the same. Just the rate it's coming down and just how heavy and dense the snow is going to be. It's going to be hard to clear. The roadways are going to be pretty dicey out there.
Yeah, that snow will accumulate really quickly after the recent passes of some of the snow plows. One last question. What's your call to action? You know, every kind of, weather alert, weather event has a call to action. That's what people should do and know about. What is that for this storm for folks in that area?
Right. Well, Saturday night may be a perfect night to stay inside, watch a movie with hot chocolate, Don't go on the roadways. Give the road crews the space and the time they need to clear those roads. If you do have to go out, make sure you drive slowly, increase your following distance between you and the car in front of you, give plows all the room they need. And it's never a bad idea to have some extra hat, gloves, and coat in your car in case you get stranded somewhere. But this really looks like one of those storms you just want to stay inside and let it pass.
Okay, Meteorologist Brett Borchardt from the National Weather Service Office, Chicago. Brett, good to see you, and thank you for your time today.